Hello everyone. So today someone asked me about versions in Jira, and the question was that Ravi, is there a limit of number of versions that we can create in Jira? It's a very simple question, but a valid question at the same time, not weird question because you may want to create lots of versions, and I've seen instances, I've seen projects where there are a lot of, in fact, quite a lot of versions. Now, there is no limit that I'm aware of, but of course, you should not have too many versions. In fact, there used to be this problem or this limit, or not a limit, but in Jira, whenever I think till version 7, maybe previous versions of Jira, if the number of versions were more than 65,000, then Jira was misbehaving. And there is a bug, which you can see here, having a huge set of versions causes boards to break. Fortunately, this is not a problem anymore. This is what this bug is talking about, that this has been fixed, which is good news. And in case you are trying to do something with Jira, especially on Jira Data Center, then you know that this is not the case. Now the thing is, on Jira Cloud, I'm not aware of any such limit or any such bug. But what you should be doing, first of all, don't really create too many versions, because if you have too many versions on this particular page, then not only it is a problem for you to manage, like your project admins, because you will have to search, you will have to filter, you will have to scroll down this list because it will be a huge list, and that is number one. And if you have too many versions, then it is also a problem for the user who is reporting something, right? Because if you imagine, if you're going to your version picker, right, you will have to go through a lot of versions, and it can be confusing as well. Apart from the usability point of view, it is not always nice to have too many versions, because version itself won't really store too much information. Of course, for each and every version, you have this in a way kind of a status, which is unreleased, or you can change it to released. But at the same time, you can see here that there is an option called archive. Now, this archiving feature is something that you should be doing to your versions. So whenever you have a version which is released and you're not doing anything about it, just archive it. And again, there is no straightforward, easy way to do it. Of course, you have to go to the version and then you have to archive it. I think you can, using Jira REST API, let me just perform a search, Jira REST API, archive version. I think on my channel as well, I think I covered this, how to archive a version using unable to release and archive a version in single REST. Okay, so I think there is a possibility. There is definitely a possibility. That is what I remember, although I haven't done it in a while. Jira mastering Jira REST API. I'm just looking at my own list. Okay, do we have anything called archive, or do we have anything with release? I'm sure there is something with version. Come on, release. That is not good, but I remember doing something. So let us take a look at the REST API documentation. Maybe I'll just perform a Google search one more time. Jira Cloud REST API, and what I'm looking for is, I'm looking for the version. Okay, we are directly in the version section, update a version. And when you are updating a version, can you also pass in here the released indicates that the version is released. If the version is released, a request to release again is ignored. Okay, can we archive it? Is it possible to archive a version? Archive. Okay, so request. I think we can. Okay, indicates that whether the version is archived. Optional when creating or updating a version. Okay, so I think it is, are we just retrieving something, or are we just, okay, I think we are updating. So I think it should be possible. Maybe I'll create a video on this. I haven't created a video on REST API. I'll probably test it, but it seems like you can also archive. So basically what I'm saying is, if you are creating these versions from another tool, maybe you have some automation, which is totally normal, people do that, then also try to release them on time if you can, and once you're not really doing anything with the version, then archive it. So try to keep this list as short as possible. Of course, it is not always that you can do that, but try to limit the number of versions that you can create or that you are creating in this project. And that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.